Hey, all you Seven Wonders Duel players out there, or you future Seven Wonders Duel players who are trying to learn the game here. Right here, we have all of the expansions, both Pantheon and Agora. Agora will matter a lot in Age 1 because of this opportunity to end the game with a political victory very early in the game. So, uh, going off of that, we first get to pick the wonders that we choose. Now, if you're used to normal Seven Wonders Duel, you'll notice that this is a little bit of a different wonder selection. Okay, so throughout the first and second rounds, it'll go the same. The first player gets first pick, and the second player picks two wonders. And then the first player picks the last wonder by default, and then the second player gets another pick. So the second player really gets three picks in a row, actually. It's very important for the first player to pick right. So I am the first player right now, and looking at these four different wonders, I'm going to likely choose one that is going to help me uh, benefit in the future. So something that gives me like a power up boost because we're at the very beginning of the game, something that can build off of each other. Um, and the reason why I'm saying that is because only one of those wonders really provides that. Okay, you've got some that give points like pyramids. You have the statue of Zeus that can hurt my opponent, right? You have the divine theater, which could potentially have some sort of a boost later on, or even in Age 1 if you build it really quickly, could even steal a wonder. But that's just extra strategies. Divine theater can do a lot of crazy things. But what I really want to discuss is Knossos, actually. And Knossos allows you to place an influence cube in the very beginning of the game, which is very key. And so anytime that happens, it's very good to look and see the different Senate chambers that are out there. So first, we'll look at, and what's cool about Agora expansion is not only do you see the different Senate chambers that are out there, three of them are revealed, and you get to see the entire first age pyramid. So there's a lot to analyze in the very beginning. That's why the expansion is really meant for somebody who's played the game a lot already and kind of understands what would be good. So as I'm looking through the decree tokens, I might also analyze what's on the first row of the first stage pyramid. So we're looking at it. The first decree token I'll go over is just use build a wonder and then gain 1 coin, 2 coins, or 3 coins based on what age you're in. This one's hidden. This one would be when you recruit a conspirator. So there's two different of these politician cards. There's the senators, um, which place an influence cube on a certain section of the board, and then there are of the Senate, and then there are also these conspirators that allow you to place an influence cube on only one influence cube. You can't place any more than one. The senators, I'll go back to them. They actually, you can place more than that based on this little uh, algorithm there of 0 to 1 blue cards that you have. You can do one Senate action. 2 to 3, you can do two Senate actions. And if you've built 4 blue cards, well, then you can do 3 senator actions. And these senator actions are really either placing an influence cube in the area of that senator or moving any influence cube one space anywhere. It doesn't have to be in that section. So, um, going from that, we've talked about this decree token. Now we'll talk about this decree token, which is when recruiting a conspirator, you immediately play another turn. Okay, so that's a really good one. And then we have another decree token, which is when determining the number of Senate actions you have, add 2 to the total. So you see that's a blue plus 2. That's meaning as if you had 2 more blue cards when you're evaluating that. So going back to that algorithm, 0 to 1 blue cards, you get 1 Senate action. 2 to 3, you could get 2 Senate actions. I could do 2 Senate actions, place 2 different influence cubes with only 0 blue cards constructed. So that will come in handy for sure. Now, which will be the most important one to do? A lot of times you do want to take this +2, but it's very good to evaluate now. We'll go to the pyramid, or the construction right here. First row has 2 conspirators. So already I'm thinking I want to pick Knossos. I get the first pick, so it's really important I don't screw this up because my opponent's going to have 3 picks after me. So I'm going to pick Knossos and place an influence cube on the best one that I can see out there. I could place it on a random one. Should I do that? Probably not, because that could be anything. But this Senate token, this decree token, it's going to allow me to have some extra turns. So we're going to go with that. And I'm going to take Knossos. And then now I have to choose where in the Senate I want to go. So I am going to place it there. Okay. And then after that, I am going to, oh, now it's my opponent's turn. So he's going to take the Divine Theater, because that's a cool wonder. You can do some cool things. And the Statue of Zeus. So leaving me with pyramids. All right. And then he's going to get another choice. Actually, the interesting thing about this Agora expansion is it added a wonder that I think they did some analysis of this wonder. It is too powerful. They, of all the games played on Board Game Arena, it's got a 93% chance that somebody's going to pick this if they have their first choice. So he has his first choice here. What is he going to pick? He picks Curia Julia. It's got an extra turn, 6 coins, and it's going to allow him to play a conspiracy card for free once he constructs it. He doesn't have to charge it up with another card. Conspiracy cards, I've done another video on them. You can check it out on my channel. But next, we are going to go to my turn. I get to pick 2 now. And it really doesn't matter too much. Okay, he had his choice between 2 conspiracy cards. He picked the better of the 2. I'm going to pick the Hanging Gardens, which I like, and then Sphinx. Those are extra turns, and generally extra turns are better than non-extra turns, although Colossus is a pretty great wonder. And now I must choose a card. So I'm going first. I have control of the flow of the game in the beginning. So I have that bonus where I can have more turns. It'd be nice to take a couple turns before my opponent goes. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Conspirator, and that's going to cost as many coins as I have senators already. There's 2 different types of senators. We went over as politicians. So I have the senators right here. I guess there's 2 different types of senators. So I've been saying them wrong. Whites are the politicians, and the blacks are the senators, or the blacks are the conspirators. So you've got politicians and conspirators. Both are considered senators, and you see that S right there. That says however many senators you already have of either type, that's how much it costs. So we both start out with 7 coins. This is 7 wonders duel, so you start with 7 coins. And I've bought the Conspirator, which is going to allow me to place an influence cube or conspire. Conspire would be maybe grab one of these, I'd grab 2 of these cards and pick the best one. Kind of how he did with Curia Julia in the beginning. But yeah, so I played the Conspirator, and since I have this ability, I'm going to go again after this. So keeping that in mind, where do I place the cube? So I look over here. This decree token is pretty powerful. Okay. But I want to see what else is out there. So I'm going to place it right there in the middle. Okay. And then I see that that is not something really great. It's just pay 1 resource less when I construct a wonder. Okay. So there's that. If I did construct Knossos, that would allow me to place yet another influence cube. Will I have to construct any wonders in this game? Who knows? So next up is my turn again. And I'm going to pay 1 coin for this Conspirator. And then I'm going to play 1 cube out. And where would be a good place for me to put it? Yeah. I'm going to put it on the one that gives me +2 blue cards for evaluating how many Senate Senate actions I get to do. So now, if you've been calculating, I have 2 different Senate actions I'm allowed to do. And we're going to move on because I get to take another turn. My opponent still hasn't taken a real move in the game. And then I'm going to take the another senator, this politician, now, and that limits me. I can only place cubes on this side. But what's cool now is I can place 2 cubes out. in this game, like I mentioned, whenever you control the Senate, you win the game. So you'd have to control all 6 of these different things. I'm shy just 1, so I need to find a way to place 1 extra out. Now I have now it is my opponent's turn, right? So they're going to go for resources right now and just take the glassworks, which is a great resource. He's just playing general meta, the meta of the game. Take the gray resources, then the brown resources. Watch out for yellow cards, things like that. He's just playing the basic meta. But in Agora, you really got to watch out for these Senate cards, and you can see where they are. They have black on their backs of them, so he needs to watch out with that card. Perhaps maybe even use an extra turn to be able to grab that, then grab that. But to stop me from taking another Senate action. Maybe that Senate action would allow me to place 1 in that area. This one up here would only allow me to place in the middle section, so I can't really rely on this one too much to help me win the game. And that's in the very back of the old construction. So now I'm going to play the basic meta. I'm going to take a brown resource. So my opponent has had 1 turn in the game. I've had 4 already, thanks to these extra turns. Now my opponent is thinking that he probably wants to help himself with the blue cards are worth points, plus they would help him get more sway in the Senate. So he is going to actually reveal a blue card, possibly not the smartest decision there. And then whatever's revealed will decide how this game goes. So what ends up happening is another conspirator is revealed, and I got lucky there. So I am going to buy that for 3 coins. I'm only down to 1 coin left, and I'm going to place that final influence cube in that bottom Senate chamber. And with that, I control the game in only taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. 5 moves, really, outside of the game. You know, I never needed to construct a wonder, and that was a political victory. So that is how you win Seven Wonders Duel via a political victory. Just find a way to maneuver it and take the entire Senate. You might have to give up some nice resources in the process. That glass was probably the, generally, if you're playing the game, the better one to pick. But I was able to, I saw a way that I could move through the different cards and secure a win. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little tutorial on how to get a political victory, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.